Morning, Dolly. So it's a couple of days for Dolly and for us, for our cows, because we've got one returning and then we've got one getting bred.
Okay, here we go.
So Dolly gave birth to Poppy in October. And we're lucky enough to have Randy from Good Cattle Company coming to breed our cow. But he's not just coming back to do that. He's actually returning one of our cows that he's had for about 1.5 years now. And this is Masla right here. This is Randy's cow that he's coming to pick up. He actually gave us her initially to borrow for a milk cow. And we probably used her for about 4 or 5 months to do that until Dolly gave birth. And then Dolly's been our milk cow since then for the past 8 months or so. And so for this AI, we've got a CIDR, the CIDR piece that I need to remove from her right now. And then I need to give her a second shot. And that should get her hormones going in the right direction so that she's ready to be bred in 2 days from now when Randy is here. That's out.
Another shot. Just go quick.
All right, let's get our cow bred.
Okay, so that gets you up to speed on our cow situation. But who's this Randy guy? So Randy commented on our video a few years ago about failing to breed our cows. He let us know what went wrong. After I responded to his comment, unsure of his intentions with it, he deleted his comment and reached out to me personally. He offered to come pick up our cows and breed them for us. See, Randy has a breeding facility in Texas called the Good Cattle Company, where he AIs cows to breed them for other people. So he came to our place in December 2021 to pick up Dolly and Maisie and let us borrow Masla and a calf named Wild so we could get some milk while we were waiting for Dolly to have a calf again. In March 2022, he brought back Dolly and took the calf Wild with him. Maisie, on the other hand, was a struggle. She had problems getting bred because she never came into a heat naturally. So she was way behind schedule getting bred. Then she got pregnant and lost it, and that happened again. Then she was pregnant this February, but Randy was going to let us know today if she still has the calf or if she's lost it again. So Randy just got here with the trailer and I'm pulling it back to the cow area. It's a little sloppy out here today after a couple days of rain, so we're sliding through the field a little bit.
I know where's the cow area.
You know where the cow's at? You're gonna remember each other, Randy, when they've been apart this long?
Yeah, she'll remember Dolly, I'm sure.
Okay, all right, let's do it. This is Maisie meeting her half-sister Poppy for the first time. And Randy's reunited with his cow Masla after a year apart.
Now, the thing about Macy, the thing about her, you see how she has a bag now? It's frustrating. Doesn't mean she won't have a calf. It just means it's frustrating.
What do you mean by that?
Well, that's hormone. She shouldn't have a bag.
Not till the end?
No. But, I mean, she's been fed well, but she's been on the pasture mostly, and what happens is she gets bred, we'll get a good test on her, and then we'll go 3 months, she'll do this, all of a sudden she's back in heat, and that's been over and over again until the last 6 months or so. So Macy, hormone protocol was used on her when she was a little bit too young. So when you do that, those hormones that are naturally produced, they don't start producing. So you have to wait until that's happening before you can actually start using the CIDR protocols and the hormone protocols. Because of that, she wasn't producing her own, and her cycles were off. So she would cycle. She would be 5 days later, cycle again, not cycle for 2 or 3 weeks or a month or 2 months. You never knew. So finally, after a few months, she started cycling correctly. I bred her, We in I think February of 2022.
2022.
Yeah, and we got a pregnancy test on her, positive pregnancy test. About 4 months later in the summer, I was out checking the cows, and it was obvious that she had lost the calf. So that was pretty heartbreaking, actually. So after I tried one more time with AI and decided that it's so much stress trying to breed them using AI that I decided it'd be easier on her just to go get a bull. So I went and bought a bull, Jersey bull, and put with her. And she was with the Jersey bull from July of last year until June of this year. The bad news is I don't know when she's going to have a calf or if she's ever going to have a calf. The good news is she's pregnant. She's pregnant right now. We got a good test in February or March, and we got a good test July the 12th. And so this is August, beginning of August. So it's up to her. I don't really like that she's starting to bag again, because that's normally the beginning of her cycle to lose a calf. But she's been through a lot of stress driving all the way up in the trailer and everything. So hopefully by the end of the year you'll have a calf.
Today's video is sponsored by Factor.
That's right. It's our favorite day of the month. We get to heat up our Factor meals, and people ask us all the time, how does this go with your sustainable living? And while we're not able to grow all of our food, we do love the fresh, never frozen meals that Factor provides us. It's always fun and chaotic when we spread the meals out and everybody picks what they want. We just poke some holes in it, put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, or you can heat it up in the oven, and then we're ready to eat our lunch.
This August, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door. Ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess.
And refresh your healthy habits without missing a beat. Choose from 34 plus weekly flavored packed, dietitian approved meals ready to eat in just 2 minutes.
That was really good. Been working outside all morning, and so it's nice to come in and have some fresh food ready for us in just a couple minutes.
And then we always end up sharing meals because everybody wants to try what everybody else has, right?
Right. Isaiah's pretty good.
And so we can't thank Factor enough, one, for sponsoring our video and then just sending us some amazing food that we love to eat. I've always been a big supporter of our channel, so we hope you'll support Factor as well. Just go to factor75.com or use the link down below and then use the code WhiteHouse50 for 50% off your first Factor box. That's factor75.com or use the link below and then use the code WhiteHouse50 for 50% off your first Factor box.
Amazing.
So tonight we're moving chickens. We've got a series of things to do because Randy's gonna go home with some of our chickens. As part of our deal, initially he was wanting one of the 2 calves that he helped produce, and then he changed his mind, and for logistic purposes he said he'd want some chickens, and we initially set on like 20 to 25 chickens. Well, he brought a container that he said he can take about 8 to 10 in, but we're gonna move enough so he's got plenty to choose from. But this is a great time to move some of our other birds to make space in some of these chicken tractors. So we've got Rouge Fighters over here. So 2 of them, a male-female pair, are gonna move to the main flock. And this is not Rebel.
No, this is the nice one.
This one's gonna move to the main flock and be one of our main roosters. That'll be nice. And right here, I've got to get you guys. Oh, he's strong. Okay, so I've got Rebel here. He's gonna go to the rooster flock. And then we've got this hen here. All right, he's gonna join these roosters here. All right, so this is our rooster flock. We've got 4 of them here. We'll take the Rouge Fighter pair to the main flock. We wanted to have a breeding coop of them, but we had a hen and a rooster die to a predator, and with only 1 hen, it's just not enough to have a breeding flock. Oh, we got a big cracked one. Gosh, somebody like picked into that one. That one's like all the way picked around. Okay, is there any we could take? No. So that one's staying. Any cream leg bars going. So now we're in the all bigger coop, and all these guys are going to go outside of a couple cream leg bars. They're either going to go to the rooster flock, or they're going to go over to the main flock. It's a black copper Moran, beautiful. Yep. We're picking out some good ones because we don't want to give them just junk. Oh yeah. She's a pretty girl. She's our red-shouldered Yokohama. Okay, so silver we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we'll have some good ones to pick for Randy tomorrow. All right, let's go do some other moving. So today's a big day. So we are checking Dolly one last time to see if she can be bred. It's not looking good. Doesn't seem like she cycled in the correct time for this. So he's gonna do one check there. We're gonna milk her, and then we're gonna load up Masla so Randy can take his cow home. If Dolly's not ready to be bred today, then we're gonna have to wait till next spring.
Gonna go for more food?
You can't leave! You can't leave! You can't leave! No, no, Dolly! No!
So Dolly went outside the fence when we were back in the trailer and she squeezed out.
No, Dolly! Dolly!
So as soon as we get Masla out of here with the trailer, then we'll get her back in.
So Dolly ran out when I drove Masla out of the cow yard. But she came back as soon as we gave her some food. And Randy was just about to head up and get the chickens and leave when Dolly finally showed some signs of her heat starting. Poppy and Maisie started trying to mount her, and since Dolly wasn't moving, it meant she was ready to be bred today.
So what's the plan?
Oh, wait.
How long?
Just guessing how she's standing right now. I'm thinking 8 o'clock. Anywhere 6 to 8. There's some things to see.
Back up.
You got some air in here?
Yeah.
You're doing good, buddy. I'll put in the first one, you put in the second one.
How many times have you done this in your life, Randy?
I got lots of air.
This will make 2.
2, yeah, right.
Well, for her.
In your lifetime, for all the cows.
I got lots of air.
7,000 maybe?
Okay.
7,500, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Let's start up at an angle and move forward. We're in the vaginal tract now. Sweeping the hand left to right. I'm palpating with the left and working the gun with the right. So we get forward just a little bit. See if we can find the cervix. I think I found it. Wow, it's all twisted up. Now I'm all the way, the gun is at the cervix. I'm working it through. She's in good shape, good condition. All the way through. The uterine body. Release this one right there. We'll do it again just for fun. All right, into the uterine body. And double check where it's at. Perfect. Release it. Done. Just like that, you're pregnant.
10 minutes from now, what's that? August, 4 to the end of the year, 6 June next year. That's perfect. Isaiah, what are you doing?
This is a K number and the name of the bull.
Okay. And one of them was who, and the other one was one with a white spot?
Actor normally throws a white spot. The other one is Pasco, which is
Poppy's dad?
Poppy's dad, yeah. Which turned out really, really good.
Yeah.
We should really load her up. I'd take her back with me. You know, just to help you out.
What's that cow's name?
Well, that's Maisie. She was our first cow that was born here.
Poppy?
That was our second.
First one was, but that was 2020, so you were only a year old then. Now you're 4. But we stayed the night right there and watched her be born. She was born at 1 a.m. So we slept out here. You remember that?
She went, like, probably based on when she went out of heat, she probably went right about 68 hours before actually coming into heat. So it's fine. It's within the parameters of what we want. It's just I'd rather it be 48 to 60, which would be perfect. But she's, you know, she's fine. She's had a calf before too, so hopefully we did well with her. It's not the best scenario. Best scenario is natural heat, but
we were minutes away from. We had just taken Masla up to the chickens, and we were minutes away from just walking up to and putting the chickens in and leaving. Yeah. So we caught it at the last second that we would have seen it.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. So we're giving Randy chickens, and part of this deal for breeding our cows. This is Buttons. I don't know if you guys remember her. This is not Bubbles. Bubbles ended up getting killed in the field a couple years ago, but this was Buttons that we got at the same time from Tractor Supply. Go ahead. She's a Rhode Island Red, a really good layer. This is a Whiting True Green, I believe. This is an Americana. Super pretty. Okay. Oh yeah, this one. I love the face on this one. All right. Well, I hope they do well for you. We got 4 eggs from them today, and there's 2 new layers in there. So
it's only 1,000 degrees in Texas.
Yeah. Woo! Well, we've had Masla on our farm for a year and a half, as long as he's had Dolly and Maisie. We've had Masla. He brought her down so we could get milk for about the first 4 to 6 months that we had her, and Randy's taken her back, and we're very grateful for what he's done.
Bye, Masla. Bye, Masla.
So Randy gave us a couple dates to look ahead to. The first one is Dolly's next cycle. If the breeding took, then we won't see her go into another heat. If she does, it'll be August 21st to 24th in about 12, 13, 14 days. And then as far as Maisie giving birth, we're not exactly sure on the dates, but he said that she was open in January and then she was bred in February. So that would put her giving birth somewhere around Thanksgiving in November. And as far as what Randy has done for us, there's a lot of people that talk in the comments, as you guys all know, and he backed it up. He is the first viewer that backed it up, and it's not something that we ask people to do, but we really can't thank Randy enough. He went above and beyond anything we could have imagined. He was an incredibly nice person and kind and giving, and it was really the most special thing anybody has done for us, and we can't thank Randy enough for that. Thank you, Randy.